You're listening to Chris and Carter.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Carter.
And this is Idiocracy Now.
Number 16.
Yes, it is.
Sweet 16.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great. What's going on in the world today?
I
I
feel
called
like
you up. I said we need to do a podcast.
I feel like the world's been like really fairly normal this week.
Yeah. Donald Trump is still our president.
And he's still everything he does is criticized, but that's normal.
Everybody's still alive.
Everybody's still alive, every single person.
Yep.
All week long.
Nobody got Gaddafi'd yet.
There was a weird story about a guy who faked his death in Russia. Did you hear that one? Or Ukraine, I think.
I did not.
It's a Russian journalist that.
Oh yeah, so I heard about the dead journalist.
Just a weird story. Yeah,
didn't know it
he
was
died,
fake.
and then like the next 12 hours later, I don't know. I'm just saying, the next day or something, he showed up at a press conference and was like, "I'm still alive," and everybody started clapping like out of a movie or some shit.
I am now extra popular.
Yeah, exactly.
God damn, that's a great idea. So what happens to him?
Well, they claimed that somehow was going to prevent his assassination. Like they heard that he was going to be assassinated.
What better way to not get killed? That's from a movie.
Yeah, and then you fake it, but then you come back and you're like, "I'm still alive," but then like, won't they just assassinate you again?
Literally, that's from an episode of Shameless.
Oh, sure, yeah.
It
That guy's
is.
probably died
With
a couple times.
The guy Frank, a couple of guys were after him, so they put on a mock funeral. And his kids were there, like, crying, like, oh, and the goons come in to see him, but, like, he was, like, burnt too much, so, yeah. It's a great idea. Kudos to him.
I just don't understand how that's going to prevent his next assassination. If they still want to kill him,
Yeah, no, I'm back, ready. It's like, yeah.
I'm still here, but at least everybody knows now.
Well, yeah, I guess it's harder to kill a very popular person and get away with it.
Who knows? It's Ukraine.
So, Samantha B.
I've heard of her.
Okay, so
I hear she's really funny.
We got a lot of tweets going on this week. Roseanne tweeting. We'll get into that a little bit later about what's that one girl's name? Valerie something, and she says it looks like it's a meeting between Black Lives Matter and Planet of the Apes.
Valerie Plame, is that her name?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. She's a cunt. Because we're allowed to use cunt now.
Really?
Samantha B says it's okay.
As long as you use it with an English accent?
No, she's using it.
Cunt.
That cunt was using it on TBS.
Yeah, that cunt was saying it's okay to say cunt.
That cunt. Cunt. Swallow.
My English friends use it like it's like just saying asshole or
It's like,
jerk. He's kind of a cunt.
I was like, I can't find my hat. Where is the cunt? It's just it's thrown into everything. It's like fuck over there. So Samantha B. A lot of people are up in arms about her saying feckless cunt.
Feckless?
Feckless cunt.
I'm not smart enough for that
I
word.
think it was who's his daughter? It's not Melania. It's what's the other one? Melania, Ivanka. So it was Ivanka tweeted a picture with her and her baby. And it's like hashtag Sunday mornings. It's like, how about you put a fancy dress on and tell your dad to do something about his immigration policy, you feckless cunt. And then she put out of course you have to apologize. You have to apologize.
To Samantha B?
No, Samantha B had to apologize to Ivanka.
What a wimp.
And a lot of the right are up in arms about it and want her to be fired. But, fuck it. Fuck them. She's a comedian.
The right.
You can't just, everybody can say what they want to say and you just got to fucking deal with it.
Yep.
God, if Donald Trump called Samantha B a feckless cunt, a lot of his base would be like, yeah, fuck that feckless cunt. They'd be all down for it. And I'm down. If you want free speech to reign and you love comedians, then whatever she has to say is fucking fine by me. And her being on the fucking TV is fine by me. They bleeped it out anyway.
What? They bleeped it out and she still got in some heat for it? Do we have a video up? Yeah.
After decades of ignoring the issue, Americans are finally paying attention. Well, most of us, Ivanka Trump, who works at the White House, chose to post the second most oblivious tweet we've seen this week. You know, Ivanka, that's a beautiful photo of you and your child, but let me just say, one mother to another, do something about your dad's immigration practices, you feckless cunt. He lied to you. Fucking tight and cut and tell your father to fucking stop it.
Oh my God. I'm triggered! I'm fucking triggered! I need to hit this. This is called I'm Triggered Kush. Brought to you by the social justice grower. So what do you think about that? You feckless cunt.
Yeah, that was like virtue signaling 101, right?
Oh, yeah. So, should it be allowed on TV? Should she have apologized?
Was this like cable TV too? Does that even matter anymore?
I don't know. I'm not too smart.
It's not network television, I don't think. It's like...
It's TBS, Turner Broadcasting. Oh. So it's like CNN.
I say who cares? Everybody should be able to say whatever they want, but
yep.
Especially on cable.
I think it's funny that she apologized. It just makes her look weak.
Yeah, so weak.
Never apologize.
Did Stephen Colbert apologize when he said cock holster? Because that's way worse, I think.
That is great. You know, I appreciate, like, dude, I used to love Stephen Colbert until he quit his shtick. I mean, that whole fucking pretend Republican thing was so fucking awesome. And frankly, after Jon Stewart left, I just found Comedy Central to be unbearable.
I agree. I try to watch Stephen Colbert sometimes, but I have to be in a mood where, like, if I've had a bad day, I can't even watch television, actually. So I haven't watched television for like a week, except for the Stanley Cup stuff. I've been watching that.
Yeah, I'm so bad at that. I probably should. But so she's talking about the immigration policy, and I think it's only fair that I got some footage that I took myself. And it's
this is the first time hearing about it.
Yeah, no, some border agents throwing. A guy got over the border, and he must have got a little bit too drunk. And here's some of our border agents throwing out a immigrant. Viva la Macchio! Oh! Speedy Gonzalez, you can't catch me. Oh, wait. Here's my favorite part. And take it. Oh, I love the internet. I love it.
That really makes, I don't know, I have a lot of questions about Mexican culture now.
I really think that, all jokes aside, I really think that's a fake video. If that's a real person.
Well, I don't think it was.
If that's not a
on the border.
I know. If that's not a real person, I wish that person did exist, because he is just fucking hilarious. He's a comedy genius.
I feel like I've seen hilarious drunk people like at a music festival that are like that or something. I don't know. I think that could be real. Some guy that gets thrown out of a bar who's like half cocked and just a goofy little fucker anyway. Short people are more often goofy than.
Did you see the socks?
See, that was one of my questions about Mexican culture. I should have asked your Mexican buddy.
All right, okay, so he's got house shoes on.
Like house slippers, right?
Yeah.
Like the corduroy kind or something. I used to wear those.
Socks up to his knees, just below. Some terry cloth shorts. They look so fucking comfortable, don't they?
They look like prison garb, actually.
This motherfucker, I envy him.
Yeah, he's a free individual at this moment in time.
Yo, you got your socks all the way up, so it's like it's kind of cold, but it's not. And you got your slippers on, but you're out in public, so you got the comfort of being in home. In your mi casa.
Yeah.
But you're out in public. Fucking house slippers. Dude.
I used to have a lot of friends that would wear pajamas everywhere. Like, it's super
I
not
find
classy, but
that is one of my biggest pet peeves is seeing bitches.
me too.
Just bitch and dudes.
Yeah.
Ugh, don't wear your fucking pajamas out of the house. Dress like something. Something could happen. So, yo, I might be there with $100 bill just looking for somebody, just wanting to give it out, and you're just dressed like a fucking slob, and I'm not going to give it to you. Not going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to the guy with the dirtiest work boots.
Okay, I was gonna say you're not gonna give it to the person that looks poor.
No, because you're
find the guy with a
sloppy.
nice suit. You
You're
look like you
sloppy.
could use $100.
No, you fake it till you make it. You gotta at least dress the part. Dress like you're fucking ready. All right. If you don't have a job, you should always be ready to get one.
I like to dress up a little bit from time to time, kind of like on the basis of like our society is just looking like a bunch of frickin' hobos everywhere, and it's just a sign of the sickness in our society with the way people dress.
And I hate your male ponytail.
I'm not a good example today. I've got like a bleach spot on this shirt because I was supposed to wear my new hoodie, but it turned out it's green, so I'd be invisible. Might as well pop it on now.
It'd be pretty funny. At least the logo will float. So, I was in the depths of the internet, and I found out. Actually, I think I found this out on Drudge, and it's the Army's mechanical third arm, and this motherfucker is straight out the movie Aliens. So, you have a soldier who like wears this as like a Where'd your fucking torso go?
Brondo, baby, Brondo.
It's got electrolytes. Excuse me, mother.
So this is just like to me it looks like a stabilizer, like you've got a shooting table with you
I
on
don't
your
know.
waist.
I'm gonna play it, and then I'm gonna act like I can read. All right, deal. Army's tests third arm. The Army Research Laboratory is working on a passive mechanical appendage that looks right out of the Aliens. This third arm is a carbon fiber exoskeleton. It attaches to a soldier's vest and connects to a gun's... What?
I don't know that word. Pictininy?
Yeah.
Something like that.
I'm not going to try it. A prototype was recently presented at the U.S. Army Global Force Symposium. The device weighs around 4 pounds and is capable of supporting up to 20 pounds. Bad news. I can't use it to carry around my dick. Think about this. This would be great. So you have a third arm. So you have a third arm, and with today's technology, you got, maybe something that looks a little bit like this connected to my head. Maybe I'm like Data from like Star Trek, and I got my third arm, and it just reaches around and pulls out my cock. I was like, oh, I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry, I don't mean to Weinstein you right now. I'm having a malfunction in my third arm.
Right. Got a software problem. I don't know. It's been doing this all week.
Yeah, it's a software problem, more like a hardware problem. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that. Third arm. What can you do with a third arm? Think as dirty as possible. You can hold a bitch down, and just...
Well, anything that you could do with a regular arm, I guess, yeah.
You're so smart. What can you do with a third arm? Well, anything you can do with a regular arm, for starters.
Except for probably not, though, because I
probably don't want to masturbate with your third arm, with your army arm.
Not this one.
No, your army arm. It says it can hold up to 20 pounds, but you don't want to stress it out.
So far, I'm not impressed. It can hold up to 20 pounds. Like, dude, I could get a piece of duct tape and a piece of metal and just stick it onto my shoulder, and it would hold more than 20 pounds.
Yeah.
I don't. So far, I am very unimpressed.
Third arm just got overtaken by Gorilla Tape.
And it only took us $5 billion to get DARPA to invent this thing.
And Gorilla Tape would hold up my massive penis. If I put it around my neck.
Meanwhile, like, the Afghanis just have, like...
No penises?
No.
And when they do have them, they're in goats. Bad joke.
No, they're just using like a strap, a piece of rope instead of this ridiculous third arm.
I wonder if they, when they go to like their little porn shops down there
In Afghanistan?
yeah, if they sell pocket goat pussies.
I doubt it. I doubt there's
not
either
like-
of those things.
I bet they buy it. It's like, oh, you got pocket goat pussy? Yes, batteries that go bah. This one not kick you.
It could be some loophole in their system where they can't have a human pocket pussy, but a goat one's just fine. There's nothing in the crayon about that.
It just dawned on me that we're talking about goat pocket pussies.
Hell yeah, we are.
Yeah, this is Idiocracy Now, episode 16.
No.
No.
So before I talk too much shit about this stupid third arm idea, I think I should probably see the rest of it and see what it actually does.
Okay. It could be used to redirect gun recoil and a soldier's combat weight. You wind up pushing that soldier's combat load up beyond 120 pounds and they're already overburdened. Now a soldier in their late teens and early 20s is getting broken sometimes in training before they see a day in combat. The arm is currently being lab tested with an M4 carbine in Maryland at Aberdeen Proving Ground. The Army is looking to test it with the M240B machine gun, and that's too fast as well as it. I can't read! This piece sucks. Kill people with your third arm.
Still unimpressed. So I think you can carry a bigger gun easier.
Nobody was
something?
eating a sandwich with it while touching two breasts.
No.
One breast over here, sandwich.
I'm
That
about
wasn't
as
happening.
impressed with this as that thing that you can.
Hold my beer, and then you just put it in your third arm.
Hell yeah.
That's what it should be for.
It's essentially what it is, but instead of holding your beer, it holds your gun. It looks like it carries some stuff. It's one of those like I was saying. I'm a little bit more impressed with the those straps you can carry a refrigerator.
Forearm forklift.
Yeah, I mean it's something similar to that,
So, civilian version. You're trying to market it to women. It'll help. It'll make grilled cheese.
You're just stuck on this third arm masturbation thing.
No,
It's got you pretty excited.
I'm just talking about like maybe you can like use it to beat your kids and make grilled cheeses if you're a woman stuck at home. It's like, I'm not, my mom always used to say, I'm not an octopus. Did your mom ever used to say, I only have two hands?
No.
Well, now, bitch, now if you only have two hands, now there's a third one called the mom third arm. Smack your kids. Each. Oh, fuck. I was going to say something horrible.
I don't know.
It's your mommy vagina. Why was that hard to
Scratch
say?
your front butt.
That's disgusting. Yeah, you can, I guess. You can hold it open with one hand. Hold a flashlight in your mouth. Make your third arm hold the magnifying glass, and who knows what you're doing with your hand, your free hand. This is disgusting. All right.
I'm no expert, but do you ever feel like when you see videos of army dudes like on patrol that they're just wearing way too much shit to be an effective? I mean, obviously the U.S. troops are pretty sweet at not getting killed and stuff, but it's just like they're freaking wearing so much weight. Like they're really 120 pounds and try to walk around like you're not running away from shit with that much stuff.
Well,
but you can also get hit because you're wearing body armor.
here's the thing. You, at any point in time, you can get cut off from your buddies. And then all of a sudden, you're like by yourself. And you have to live and fight off of what you have. And so many times that happens. And often the soldiers want to wear all that stuff just in case something like that happens.
Yeah.
I had a guy, we went on a mud bogging camping trip. And my friend brought her brother, who was a troop, and he lost a bunch of buddies over there. And the whole motherfucking time that he was there, he was holding the fucking hatchet. Or he had the hatchet like in his loop in his jeans. This motherfucker had to have
That's
something.
pretty badass.
He had to have something on him at all fucking times because, like, I sort of understood and I wasn't freaked out. And other people were kind of freaked out that this guy was just sitting there with a motherfucking hatchet all weekend long. Not chopping any wood. He's like, I just don't want anything. I was like, I just don't want anything to happen. This is what he said.
Huh. I don't find that weird at all. I've been backpacking with a hatchet before. And
He's been backpacking in Afghanistan, like by himself with a hatchet.
you can use it for so many things, probably, besides just cracking skulls and chopping wood.
Yeah. So after that incident, he just doesn't like to be without a weapon.
Yeah, why wasn't he carrying a pistol?
I don't know.
I saw yesterday. I saw a guy.
Obviously, he was a little bit troubled from his experiences, and probably rightfully so. I mean, it happens to a lot of people.
Yeah. Yesterday, I saw a guy open carrying in the McDonald's and wearing a bulletproof vest, and he didn't have any sign that he actually was working for anybody. I think he might have just been strolling around looking like he's ready to take care of business if anything went down. That was my guess.
I should have said, yeah.
Who do you work for?
No. I watch the internet too.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Hey.
Yeah.
Are you heavy on Facebook? He probably is. He's probably a Facebooker. He probably Instagrammed all that.
He probably has a kid in an elementary school, and he just wants to be ready to
I gotta go. He's like, man, I'm really sensitive. I just gotta go. You talk to him. He's like, hi. Yeah, okay, that's so funny. All right, so that's my new character, the extreme badass with a very feminine voice. So I've got guns and clips strapped to me every which way. And I was standing in line, and I get up there, and I'm like,
hi, can I get a double cheeseburger, please? Thank you. No, thank you. No cheese. No cheese. Thank you. No, don't give me. I'll slap your head! No, I'm sorry.
We should do that for the show sometime.
yeah.
That's a good juxtaposition. There's always comedy and art's always got
You know what we should do?
juxtaposition.
We should have a helium and a nitrous oxide hose. And we just keep switching them.
Just like
And we're going,
Whoa.
I'm so fucking high right now.
it's got to be bad for your vocal cords. I mean, who knows? But that shit's so weird.
Oh, we should get the opposite of helium. Stuff that makes your voice really low.
Yeah, that. Did you ever do stuff called N-dust back when you were dumb?
No.
Inhalants. Be like,
No,
you'd be like, holy shit, that's weird.
I was always too pussy to do the inhalants.
They're stupid. Yeah, they really are not good for your brain.
I think what it was is one time there's remember Rescue 911? Back in the day, it was like a TV
the comedy,
show.
yeah.
No, it wasn't a comedy show. It was just straight up rescues. And the one time there was this naked man in a river, and the river was lined with bricks. There's brick walls, and the motherfucker just had gas he had paint.
Silver paint everywhere.
So, yeah, you see.
I love that shit. I've seen that on a bunch of things.
And it's just he felt no pain. It was like, man, I never want to be that guy.
Yeah, and he can't think or do a math problem for the rest of his life.
Yeah, but man, that motherfucker
But no
was
pain.
gone. No pain. Oh my God, he was just silver, looking like the motherfucking Tin Man.
They do that because apparently the silver and gold paints give you a better kick.
Really?
Yeah. How do I know that?
I used to watch my friends Travis and somebody else. They used to take washcloths and they used to steal his grandma's deodorant, which is like a spray-on deodorant, and put the washcloth over it so they weren't
to just get, yeah.
So, but the air was going in, and I was like, guys got to be getting some deodorant in your fucking mouth.
For
and
sure.
And they definitely did. They had like stuff all over their fucking face. And man, they used to get so fucked up. This is like before school, 6:30 in the fucking morning, man. They used to get up early to do it. Man, I could never do it. I could never do it. I could never put that washcloth up to my mouth.
It's such a bad idea. All right, here's one. For when I was in DARE, so 5th grade, I was like so anti-drug, but I would go home and I would like huff glue because I was like, man, this stuff really makes me feel good. And I'd be doing all these balsa wood models and stuff, just high as blazes, and being like, fuck drugs. I'll never do drugs.
What is that? What is that stuff called? Wet cement or paper cement or
Rubber cement?
Rubber cement.
Yeah.
So we had some of that, like when I was in this day treatment thing. It was like juvie, but they like picked you up and like you were on lockdown all day. You had like guards watching you while you were at school. But in the bus they used to take us around in, we had a bunch of rubber cement that we stole from the school, just like shoved in pockets like way down deep. And, you know, we'd just be long trips home. You know, we just, it was a bench van, so we just put our heads down like this. Just getting high off rubber cement.
And the driver didn't realize that it smelled like rubber cement like crazy.
No, never.
How many people were doing that at one time?
Just maybe like 2 in the back.
Oh, okay. It was like in my mind, it was like half the bus. It was like, guys, I can't wait to get on the bus. This is gonna be awesome.
On the way back. Yeah, and when you're fucking stone cold sober with all those fresh young senses, man, that shit fucks you up.
The good times when I get.
I don't know if I said it this what time. The first time I seen somebody smoking a bowl, they were actually lighting a plastic bowl on fire with a McDonald's straw in their mouth and huffing the smoke that came off of a bowl.
Because someone said smoking a bowl?
Because that's what they thought smoking a bowl was.
That's really, really dumb. I would love to know where they are today. Would love to.
He died from a heroin overdose.
Okay. Now I know. I could have guessed that.
It's not funny. But, yeah, smoking a bowl, man.
Talk about taking things too literally.
Literally. One time, his name will go, he will remain anonymous. But there was a snorting of a substance involved and a bowl being passed around. Somehow, this guy got the straw and the bowl and the lighter all mixed up. He, instead of grabbing the straw, he grabs the lighter, plugs his nose, and goes like this. And right before he could snort the fire, I slapped it out of his hand. And I wish I didn't, because I would have loved to see what happened. But my father was there, as fathers normally are, when their sons are doing fun stuff like that. And he had to be resuscitated. He was laughing so hard. Yeah, I'll never forget that day.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Or the time I seen somebody take a Vicodin and go to light it on fire. Because they
Man, people are dumb
holding
sometimes.
it like a roach.
I've smoked a few cigarettes backwards all the way through.
Oh, somebody was stealing my doobies one time, and I rolled one on the seeds and put a dead fly in there, cut my pubic hair, sprinkle it all there, and put some fire-ass green weed in both ends. So note to all you fucking stealers out there, don't steal my shit.
No, I wouldn't.
You get some
ever.
dead 5 pubic hair fucking booger.
You get that or a nugget box full of turds.
Yeah, that motherfucker was gone. Somebody fucking learned their lesson.
That's right.
Or they just picked the green weed at the end and was like, oh, is that pubic hair? That's gross. I'm getting high anyway.
What's next on our clip list here? I can't see 30 feet to our television in the new studio. What'd you think of that last studio, that restaurant?
Patty's Pup. It's great.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Surface laptop. This is one of yours.
Oh yeah. Okay. Here's yeah.
Just play it. Talk about it later, huh?
Yeah. Just judge it for
Growing
yourself.
up, I didn't have anyone who looked like me. That's why I started my blog to inspire people to be themselves. The Surface laptop has already made me more productive. I'm creating mood boards, I'm editing content, or I'm running around New York with a huge bouquet of balloons. So having a light laptop, it's a game changer. Plus, the battery life on the Surface lives forever. My blog is sometimes about fashion, sometimes about sprinkles. It's usually always about color. Find what makes you different, because that sets you apart from everyone else.
All right. Actually, can you play that one more time so I can interrupt it?
Yeah. I wanted to do it so bad, too.
Feel free to.
I just wanted to be like, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you.
That's basically why I saw this commercial.
Growing
like-
up, I didn't have anyone who looked like me. That's why I started my...
All right. So she's exactly what the globalists want everyone to look like in 100 years.
All right. And she says, growing up, I didn't have anybody that looked like me. I only grew up around white people.
I'm special.
All right.
And she said, I think she follows that up with, and this is why I do this.
And what is that? Is that the background of that popular musical Rent about the gays?
I have no idea. I don't like musicals.
Ooh, let's unpack this, Carter. I love.
Yeah, there's a
saying-
lot to unpack here. in
There's a
30
lot
seconds.
to unpack here. Said one faggot to the another.
So, what would you say what's her race? She's half black. She's overweight. I think there's a lot of
Well,
people that look like her in New York City.
Back as the old grandpappy would say, back in the Civil War, she's one of the niggers.
Well, that's pretty vague, but
Looked like she got a white daddy,
she
and her
could
mama was of the nigger descent.
she could be Puerto Rican, maybe.
She could be Puerto Rican,
Anyway,
but most likely nigger.
so she's basing she's her identity on her looks. She's like, it makes her special because she is different.
Well, it's all about identity politics, isn't it, Carter?
It's about identity. Yeah.
We're not all one person.
All right,
we're
we can keep
special
going. I'm sure
groups.
there's something to bitch about.
We made it 3 seconds. Okay, and now what did she say so far? Growing up, I never had anybody that really looked like me, except your mama or your daddy, you black bitch.
My blog to inspire people to be themselves. The Surface laptop has already made me more productive. I'm creating mood boards, I'm editing.
You're not creating shit.
No, 'cause
like,
you're
doesn't
just
sound as much
choosing-
as we are for this podcast.
Yeah,
but-
you're just choosing what they have selected for you.
and literally you're not producing anything, just from the standpoint of actually being a producer that helps humans continue.
Yeah, you don't
Their
help
lives.
people be themselves. People just are themselves. You can't really help that because really,
Well,
you
okay.
are who you are.
All right, she
It's-
looks like nobody else, and so she created a blog to tell other people that it's okay if nobody else looks like you, just be yourself. That's basically what she's saying.
She looks like a fucking Uncle Tom. You know?
She doesn't talk like a black girl.
I don't think black people would like her. And I don't think the white people like her either. So, bitch, you're stuck in the middle.
Maybe.
You're stuck in the middle with Tiger Woods.
The whole point of me putting this up here is
Tiger Woods
just
isn't even
show
half white.
the idiocracy of young people nowadays. They're like, well, I am a minority, and I'm going to start a blog,
Okay.
and I'm going to tell everybody that it's okay to be a snowflake. So far, that's what we've got. And, yeah, go ahead. It gets better.
Content, or I'm running around New York with a huge bouquet of balloons. So having a light laptop, it's a game changer. Plus, the battery life on the Surface lives forever. My
So I
blog
can be
is
on it
sometimes
all
about
day.
fashion, sometimes about sprinkles. It's usually always about color.
All right, so what kind of job is that? How is she, like, contributing to society? I say that as a podcaster right now, but we're producers. We produce things.
Yeah.
And to me, this is just the younger generation. I'm doing the old man bitch about the younger generation thing right now.
I think that's called Juvenoia or something like that.
Juvenoia?
Yeah.
I don't know. Never heard about it. But so yeah, her blog is about fashion and sprinkles. It's just, I don't know. It's a sign of a sick society when you're lionizing these people. Is that the right word? We're like using this person in a in a commercial to sell things like you could be like me, be a minority, produce a blog about sprinkles, and you're gonna be like totally accepted. And this is what everybody wants to be like. This is what a lot of young people want to be like. Is this girl that's on her computer all day writing about sprinkles and fashion, and what her skin color is, and I think it's bullshit. I think she needs to get a job, like, doing something. You know what I mean? Like, besides just pretending she's a celebrity. And she might be a celebrity.
Yeah, Juvenoia is the fear or
the annoyance of juveniles.
The dislike of the up-and-coming generation. It's a Vsauce did a nice little piece on it.
I can feel myself getting worked up about it because I saw this commercial like 100 times watching the Stanley Cup like streaming. When you stream stuff, you have to watch the same commercial over and over and over, and I did. It was like, oh no, it's this girl again.
Well,
get a job, get a real job.
When Kelsey had her painting exposition where all the fucking girls painted themselves, or got painted.
All the naked girls that
I must have met 50 people outside that fucking building. They're like, I'm an artist. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Where do they get money for beer?
Yeah, no shit. Well, they were outside. Yeah, it's just there's not a lot of artists with money, and that goes for YouTube creators too. You can spend a lot of fucking money to try to make some money, and nothing can happen, and then you realize that maybe I'm gonna have to fucking go dig something.
Yeah, and especially like in New York City, you need a lot of money to survive. I don't know how people would be able to be an artist and a blogger and be able to afford a place to live.
I guess that bitch is going to get some of my views just so I can be like, yo, you fat bitch, get a job, put down the burgers.
She's like, I don't need to. My daddy's rich.
I'm a bot. I don't know. She seems to me, I don't know, she has a lisp too. You know?
Well, she's just like the model, the millennial, or whatever the next one's called.
Get this.
Generation D.
So right where we have it, thin, light, and beautiful. Ooh, which is in contrast to what this bitch is. She's fat, heavy, and unsightly.
She's not unsightly. I don't think so anyway. But I
Did
give it to you. That is a little odd.
No. I mean, I'm sure if she was dressed in something better. But did you see her fashion? We just disagree there.
Yeah. She uses a lot of yellow. Anyway, don't be like this girl. Work hard and then be a slacker if you want to be.
Yeah, we do this because we have spare time from working hard. And this is our hobby? I said that with a question mark. This is our hobby.
If this girl, this is definitely a hobby at this point. It's not a profession yet.
I don't think we'd mesh well at a party. Because I like, for God's sakes.
You don't think you'd mesh well with this girl?
I think I said nigra.
Oh, that probably wouldn't go over well.
You know why I said that? I was watching, like, I'm fascinated with these old, like, the first videos of, like, France, Japan, New York, and it's just, like, in the late 1800s, just people taking film of the streets and doing interviews. I think we covered one on the podcast, and one was a Confederate soldier talking about, he asked if he was a racist. He's like, no. Well, my daddy was half black. And I grew up playing with the nigger kids. So there's never no hatred. Of course, none of us on the farm knew what the politicians were talking about. We didn't have the right mind state. Hell, we couldn't read either. You know, so it just made you think.
At least he was owning it.
Yeah. So he's like, and then went and fought for the Confederacy, you know. Just it makes you feel like even back then they were getting duped. Just like we're getting duped now, even back then they were getting duped.
Even if you could read, there was only like a few things to read besides the Bible probably. and then any newspapers were completely full of propaganda.
One thing he said, he goes, "We didn't count time or distances in those days."
That's awesome.
Like, how far was it? Oh, it was a ways away.
We didn't really have houses either.
Half week, maybe a week. Depends on which way you took and what happened.
Have you ever heard of this concept of the walkabout that Australian Aborigines people do? Where like if you hire an Aboriginal person, which you get a lot of tax benefits or whatever for doing so people do, but the problem is every now and then, whenever they feel like it, without warning, they'll just like leave work one day and go walking for months, and then they'll just show back up like 4 months later and expect their job back. And if you don't give it back to them, then you're insensitive to their culture or whatever. But they just go walk, and they'll walk hundreds and hundreds of miles just to go visit somebody and go walk back.
I'll be back in a couple of months.
All right. I'll hold down the podcast.
That would be so fucking awesome. Except I don't know. I would have to. Nobody can cover for me.
It'd be a pain in the ass for an employer, but it's a pretty cool concept, I guess. If people could just do that and things would work right, it'd be sweet.
You know, it would be really funny if one of those guys were at the doctor during the middle of a surgery. The doctor's just like, oh. Doctor, do you need a scalpel? No. I had the sudden urge to walk. And then he just gets up and starts walking. Doctor! Doctor! Doctor, this man! I don't know. That'd be funny.
I wonder how many Aboriginal surgeons there are.
None? I'm definitely not a racist, right? So my dentist is a black man. I don't know which country he's from. He's from but
Is that Africa or the Middle East? I can't tell.
I don't know. I was trying to be insensitive. But that motherfucker quit. And I was like, yo, where's the black guy? And then this...
He quit halfway through your
he
meetings
didn't quit.
and stuff?
He went on a walkabout. No, he started his own practice and just left them. And I was like, yo, where'd the black guy go? And then they're like, this is Dr. Russell Peters. And I was like, man, I think, is that a comedian? This is,
I don't know.
His name was Tom Smith.
Herman.
He was really white. And I was like, yeah, I think his name was Byron. It's a really white. It was kind of a white name, I guess. Now it sounds black. But, God, I'm going to hell.
So you're a little worried about how
So
you just
I
said,
said,
where's the black dude?
Where's the black guy? I don't trust this white motherfucker.
Yeah,
And then-
if you guys had a bond, I mean.
We
yeah.
did. We did. I like the way that he spoke. And
Man, it's hard to find a doctor to trust.
he was always, he was nice. And he always had a good, big smile. This other guy seems like he's always in a hurry. Like, sit down. I got a tuna sandwich. I'm really got my fucking mind on right now. I got to rip your fucking tooth out of your head. Here, let me give you some anesthesia that could or couldn't kill you. It's just so weird.
I have a favorite black doctor. I think you know him.
Dr. Proctor.
Dr. Proctor.
Give me the news. I got a bad case of chronic pain issues. No pills, cause yeah.
It's very thorough.
Yeah, he is. Did we have anything else, or this is a short day?
It is a short day, but yeah, there's some other stuff here.
Best Buy Family Hub?
Yeah, this is another commercial that I've been watching about 100 times. But
Really? All right, so I'm going to watch this, and I'm going to see. Let me try to see if we have the same problem.
yeah, good idea.
That's the look of a man who's forgotten the one thing his wife told him not to forget. And that's the look of a man who can see inside his fridge from his phone, so he never forgets. Thanks to the Samsung Family Hub refrigerator from Best Buy, where a blue shirt showed him how the in-fridge camera links to his smartphone. so he knows when he's running low on AIOI. Bring home the win at Best Buy. Up to 35% off major appliances top deals.
So it's why would I was so weird because I've never. So there's men grocery shopping while they have women at home. What in the fuck? That's
and
weird.
obviously the man's gonna forget. He's gonna forget everything.
And the man is stupid.
Stupid as fuck.
Yeah, first off, the stupid man is in the grocery store where the woman should be. Damn it.
Yeah, and then
And who fucking doesn't get their groceries delivered in this day and age anyway? What are you, fucking
I was
barbarians?
gonna ask you about that if you were still into that.
I don't know.
So the first thing I saw in this commercial, in a chronological
are
order,
you into that?
is
What are you into? I'm into like kayaking and like I like kayaking, smoking weed, get my groceries fucking delivered to my fucking door. That's
Yeah,
the comforts of life.
lately I've really been into podcasting.
I'm
and-
into blowjobs, gold bars, and fucking the delivery guy from Myers. He is the best. Tyler, shout out to Tyler.
He gives the best blowjobs.
He gets the best blowjobs and brings me the best weed. He's also a gold dealer.
We've mentioned Tyler just as a random name a couple times, but I think there's a guy.
Tyler's dick has abs.
There's a guy named Tyler that actually listens to this.
Hey, Tyler. How are you?
We were talking about you.
I was.
So the first thing I see is guy's out grocery shopping in his place, and he looks like an idiot, and he's obviously gonna forget everything on the list because you can't just use a pen and paper anymore these days.
No,
You got to use your phone for everything.
Of course, yes.
And it's got to be tied to the Internet of Things.
Yeah,
And-
you can't have a fucking refrigerator without a
Right.
camera.
Because you need a camera in your refrigerator that is tied to the Internet of all things, and you can't just use a pen and paper. And
Men are stupid. Role reversal. Men are stupid. And what the fuck was that woman doing?
well, at the end, it kind of you can play it again. We can play it again. It's super short.
Yeah, was she taking care of some kids? All right.
No, she was threatening him with a knife.
That's the look of a man who's forgotten the one thing his wife told him not to forget. And that's the look of a man who can see inside his
There's another man in the background too.
fridge from his phone, so he never forgets. Thanks to the Samsung Family Hub refrigerator from Best Buy, where a blue
So the refrigerator's gonna spy on you.
Token black guy. Got him. Black people are smart and they know about technology. And I will sell you a fridge. And look at her. Look at her. Look at him. Look at him. Look at her. Oh, jungle love. Oh, we, oh. Jungle love.
You think she's into that? Yeah.
Oh, we, oh. And this guy doesn't know any better. He's like, fuck my wife.
Yeah.
This will keep my beer so fucking cold. I fucking hate that fucking cunt anyway. She doesn't know it. She signed a prenup. I'm going to take every fucking thing. She's going to get the kids on Wednesdays.
But he's very non-threatening, and
He's very non-threatening.
and he's a yes man for
A
sure.
blue collar shirt. And he doesn't care. Look at stupid white man. Big forehead. Stupid white man. Low sperm count white man. Hi, I'm Victor and I'm here to fuck. I got a big old long dick. I'm about to slide it up in your bitch. Me and my cousins get it done right.
That cursor won't come up on the back anyway, by the way. Or maybe I'll do it.
And then right in the middle of hitting the pussy, I'm going to walk off for like 3 months and come back and be like, what? That pussy still ain't mine? That is insensitive. That pussy is supposed to, I was on a religious walk-off, and I walked off from that pussy, and I must return. All right. Let's get 14 seconds.
shirt showed him how the in-fridge camera links to his
Showed him.
smartphone. So he knows when he's running low on AIOI.
White man can't spell or read stuff
She's
good.
pointing a giant knife
She's pointing
at him.
a fucking knife at him.
You're gonna die, man.
All right, first of all, this insensitive bitch has left.
Cunt. We can use it now.
This feckless cunt has left the water running, you dumb whore. Why are you preparing so much food? I see no children. What the fuck do you need a big screen on your fucking television for?
On your refrigerator, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's the future. It's just everybody's just. I'm worried about people giving their brains over to their smartphone even more in their fridge, and they don't have to think anymore. Just my refrigerator tells me I need to buy some more milk, and if I don't get it right, my wife's gonna kill me with that big old knife.
I'm gonna have Victor come over here with his cousins, so he can get.
Yeah, Victor just left.
So he can get Neanderthal fucked.
What is she eating? Is that like, what are those green things? Plantains? Is that a thing?
Plantains?
I don't know. Anyway,
plantains?
that's basically what I got out of it. Is men need to learn their place and turn their lives over to their phone. And
have you ever heard of MGTOW? Men go their own way.
Oh, I have. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the thing.
I'm an incel MGTOW.
I am the MGTOW. I'm LGBTQ. Yeah, I am MGTOW.
I've watched some of those videos. They're kind of sad.
Men go their own way. That's why birth rate's down, because men are smart and they don't want to get stupid bitches pregnant. And they're just not playing games.
But if they had a chance.
So we can never be a couple, hun. Fuck love. All I got the host is hard dick and bubble gum.
I was gonna sit back and let you carry on for a minute. That was short.
Rest in peace, Big L.
So yeah, those are my two commercials that I wanted to bitch about. They've pretty much just been watching hockey, which has been really great. A lot of violence, and they let these guys get away with just about anything, man. They are bloodying their knuckles from punching each other so hard. It's great.
Yeah. And it's early. Shit's about to get drastic soon.
Well, the final has started. Looks like 5 more games. But
I'm quick to blast the goon and break a motherfucker like a plastic spoon.
And I'll be like laying there on the couch, like eating ice cream, being like, man, these people are just incredible athletes. This is amazing.
I woke up extra early today, and I wrote a little on a little piece of green note paper.
Oh, yeah.
I think I wrote, I'll drown your kids. It's none of that. It's at home. I wrote, I'll drown your kids and lay them flatter than a flounder fish and then pound them shits until they look like almond chips. Or no, I pound them shits to small as palm them shits to the small as almond chips. And I was like, wow, that's a
good one.
gross little poem for this morning. I woke up. I said, oh, I got something stuck in my head. I'll drown your kids and lay them flatter than flounder fish, and then I'll pound them shits to smaller pieces than almond chips. All right, let's start the day.
Hope you wrote it down somewhere.
I did. It's on a poster. I just told you. That was the first part of the story.
Yep, sorry. This
Hey, I wrote down this one.
yeah, that's this fake weed I'm smoking. It's like I got it tested at 6% THC, 6% CBD.
You said 8.
Or 8. Yeah, sorry, 8.
Did you take those mushrooms?
No.
I did.
I don't do drugs. But
They were not real.
and yeah, it's working a little bit, I guess.
This is working. This is El Chapo. I got this from a Mexican who got it from another Mexican who got it from
And we don't even have Mexicans around here.
this guy.
Oh yeah. On the border.
And give it to you. Here you go. I love that shit. Look at how comfortable he looks.
That's why he's prancing around so joyfully. He just doesn't give a fuck.
I envy that outfit right there. Like, I want to go out there right now.
You can go out and get that
Target,
outfit for about $5.
Yo, you can get 10 of those motherfuckers at the... Dude, they sell outfits like that at the corner store by my house. That's what kind of neighborhood I live in.
Yeah.
You know, you can go get a pop in a T-shirt for real.
Well, the thing is, white T-shirts don't stay white for very long, so you've got to buy a new one all the time anyway if you're gonna wear them. Otherwise, you look like a scrub. I just started using that word again lately.
And you know what? I don't want no scrubs. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me? I don't want no scrubs.
Who's that? Jenny from the Block?
No, it's TLC.
Okay.
It's T-Boz.
Way off.
T-Boz, Chili, and Left Eye. Left Eye died.
Is that really Left Eye? Huh.
Left Eye. She.
Was that the one you saw in person? Didn't you see an eye patch rapper or something?
No, I didn't.
At Common Ground?
I don't remember.
Some rapper with an eye patch? No? Huh.
Must
have been somebody else.
I would remember the eye patch because the only eye patch I know is Slick Rick, and if I met Slick Rick, I'd freak out.
Huh. I'm sure it was you, but whatever.
Dave the dope man shooting dope, who dope, don't meeting the water no soup.
What else has been new this week? Have you been watching the news, or have you just been too busy like myself?
I've been too busy. I've got a bunch of cool plants outside. I got a bunch of cool plants inside, and I just helped somebody go through an inspection. So we got that wrapped up, and that was, man, these fucking inspectors, they're crazy, but...
They got to keep busy.
Yeah, well, we kept them busy. We had fucking... Tuesday was taco day. Wednesday was fucking hot dog day. Fucking Thursday, I fed them spaghetti. It was a fucking ordeal. But got that wrapped up and got the person in legal working order with the township.
Man, I don't like the idea of townships. Like everybody has so many governments to answer for these days. Sometimes you have a township, then you have a county, and then you have sometimes even a city. And they all have their own ordinances. Usually really similar ones, but sometimes they're not. And then you've got your state and then your feds.
Oh, yeah.
And now you got your UN stuff, whatever.
We called the electrical inspector out. He goes, oh, you got a fence out here. Building inspector seen this? Building inspector seen the fence?
Seen this this fence?
Seen
Just
the fence.
a wooden fence on a fucking farm.
The building inspector seen a fence, and I was like, oh, it looks like you got an air conditioner. The mechanical inspector see that? Then out come the fucking mechanical inspector. It's like, oh, did you pull the permit for this air conditioner? No, we just put it in and plugged it in, motherfucker. We didn't think to call you. We are hot. We're plugging in the air conditioner. So now I want to call inspectors for little things. Like, yeah, hey, yeah, I'm looking for a plumbing inspector. Yeah, no, my tummy hurts. And I really want to take, I think it's going to be big, but, you know, I just want somebody here just in case. I don't know if I need to take a permit out on this turd. Do you have any turd permits?
Or even just replacing like an O-ring on the sink. Just call
I'm
them in.
I'm going to place.
I want to make sure.
You know, see, I'm going to need an O-ring replaced after this turd permit.
I don't like. That's my least favorite home improvement job is replacing a toilet. Grosses me the fuck out. Even though I know that wax is just wax, it still freaks me out.
You know what I do lately?
I have no idea what you do. This is the only time I see you. I could guess though.
Fuck, I forgot his name.
You've been
what's this guy's name? Oh my god.
Bouncing on the trampoline a lot.
Fucking he does a great Burt Reynolds. Who the fuck is his name? I bring him up. He's a comedian all the time.
The guy that plays on the YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
Fuck. Norm Macdonald?
Norm Macdonald. No, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah, the weed's working. Can't even remember Norm Macdonald.
Fucking Norm Macdonald. I watch a lot of Norm Macdonald videos, and he's so funny. Oh yeah, and one of his an SNL skits is him going as Turd Ferguson, where he's playing Burt Reynolds, and then he makes Alex Trebek call him Turd Ferguson, and I find that so funny.
Yeah, he was my favorite comedian for a long time.
No, that's not my name.
I think my favorite comedian, comedian? It's like a criminal comedian. is I can't think of his name either. A dude like from the dirty, poorest part of Louisiana. Shit.
The motherfucking weed's working, man.
He's been on Rogan and Joey Diaz about 3 weeks ago.
Theo
Vaughn, yeah.
Yeah.
He was cracking me up.
Yeah, Theo Vaughn's good. I like Anthony Jeselnik.
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 Huh.
Chiselnik. I like this guy right here is hilarious. One more time. One more time.
He could be somebody's power animal.
Hey! What's that, man? Don't do that.
Motherfucker.
What is that walk?
I don't know. It might be a Mexican thing, man.
Yo, I think...
And then he does it again. Or he does it later.
Wait. Hump? Give it to you.
Maybe there's music playing like we can't hear very well.
Fuck it. Just gonna let it play.
So what do you say, young Padawan?
Padawan.
You haven't been knighted. You haven't been knighted.
Look at the
I've
tits on
sent your
that.
master die to my blade.
Wow.
This is a war of attrition, my friend. Wars of attrition are more battle out, just like the old days of the Sith Army.
Yo.
Anger's not the way of the Jedi.
Oh my god. He's down.
Oh, you good, bro?
Oh wow, he is grossly fat.
I think I did.
Look, you can barely see his fucking...
I think I just shit myself.
Oh, shit. You surrender, Sith?
You know what?
Anything you want, the feelings I have feel so real. Natalie, baby,
Real.
I really love you. Life won't be the same without you here. I don't want us to break apart. I'll tell you the truth, tell no lies.
Oh my
Take
God.
you out for a romantic meal. Buy you flowers and chocolate. I can be the kindest you'll ever meet.
No.
That one, the giant whale kid. I'm gonna throw that next to that walrus guy. It totally reminded me of the Russian walrus.
Oh yeah.
Like they're just laying down, like.
Is that the one where? Did you see the one where the fucking the big walrus tries to fuck a truck?
No. Is it an actual walrus?
Yeah.
Or a person? Do we have any more clips for
No.
lined up? Okay.
We're gonna
Cool.
do the walrus versus truck. How do you spell walrus?
It does seem like it'd be strange. Yeah, it's not strange. WALRUS.
Walrus.
Sure is a strange animal, though.
It's an elephant seal.
Oh, elephant seals are even weirder with their
my
crazy faces.
God.
They're amazing. They're like aliens.
To park their cars too close to the home of this giant elephant seal.
Hey, motherfucker.
He's not happy.
Get your car out of my little resting area. I will fuck this car to death. I will fuck this car. I will fuck this car.
You might just be fighting.
I think your car's pregnant.
This seal comes right up out of the bay to let these drivers know he means business.
Well, if the gentleman can stand getting parked his van in there in the first place.
This big guy won't stop until he's finished making his point.
Wow, look at how big its head is.
Yeah, they're huge.
Finally, he's all tuckered out and ready to call it a day. But when he heads for home, he finds that some unhappy drivers have blocked
You
his
should
way.
make that.
Boy, are they
sample
going
that.
to be sorry. Soon, the clever seal finds a way back into the
How is he
water.
clever? He's not clever.
And hopefully...
God, people fucking piss me off.
And with that,
Yeah, I think. So there was nothing at the end of this. Nope, just get some time.
we can play it. There might be some other shit about how you should
I think
destroy your brain and
let's
die,
see.
white man.
Die, white man, die.
Bring home the win at Best Buy. Up to 35% off major appliances top deals.
I was bringing the win because it was a sports commercial.
And with that, I would like to end this podcast.
It's over.
It's over.
Sweet 16.
Yep. You're not so sweet anymore. Now you're a dirty little bitch.
Long in the tooth.
Little racist. You're a little racist person. You can be tried. Little 16-year-old can be tried as an adult.
All right.
Until 17, barely legal.
See ya. I could get a piece of duct tape and a piece of metal and just stick it onto my shoulder.
Tyler's dick has abs.